In the worldwide jewelry market, there's a high demand for the gemstone turquoise. As a result of this demand, there are also sadly a lot of fakes out there, many of which wrongfully claim that they are actually turquoise. That is why I am making today's video, which will cover how to spot the majority of fake turquoise along with what to look for in authentic turquoise. Before I get into details, I want to mention a myth. People have long claimed that by licking your finger and touching a piece that you can determine the authenticity based on how sticky the piece is. Sadly, this is not always the case and leads many buyers into purchasing fake or mislabeled stones. Other identification methods should be used instead. For context, there are 3 gemstones that are often dyed or used as a replacement for turquoise: dyed howlite, dyed magnesite, and chrysocolla. All 3 are gemstones in their own right, but should be properly labeled as a less valuable gemstone. Chrysocolla is a copper gemstone that is notably more common than turquoise, which often occurs right next to other colorful copper ore minerals such as malachite or cuprite. Magnesite and howlite, on the other hand, are 2 white minerals which are often dyed blue in an attempt to imitate turquoise. Magnesite is a magnesium carbonate mineral, while howlite is an innoborate mineral. There are several ways to tell these gemstones apart. One indication is by looking at the bubble patterning, also referred to as spider webbing, which is often present in the highest quality and most valuable turquoise pieces, therefore the most likely for there to be fakes of. The size of these bubbles in turquoise is often quite random. More importantly, the length-to-width ratio is very similar. In fake pieces such as the dyed howlite shown on screen, the length-to-width ratio is not even. Instead, one side is generally notably longer than the other. Moving on to color. While turquoise is often considered as a distinctive blue gemstone, it can occur in fact in a variety of colors ranging from blue to green. There is no such thing as white turquoise, as that instead is sometimes a name used for the gemstone variety of the mineral howlite. Individual turquoise pieces often have a subtle but noticeable range in color, as you can see here. Fake turquoise pieces in contrast have a coloration which is completely solid throughout. Also, dyed howlite or dyed magnesite sometimes has an ugly green staining around the spider webbing like patches of darker material. Authentic turquoise often has veins of secondary copper minerals throughout the stone. These veins tend to have a non-uniform thickness which increases and decreases. On the other hand, fake turquoise often has a uniform thickness in these veins. Moving on to the presence of pyrite. Turquoise often, but not always, contains the most common type of fool's gold known as pyrite. Many of these brassy-colored fragments of material are absurdly reflective and metallic. Howlite, on the other hand, does not occur with pyrite. Magnesite pieces can sometimes occur with pyrite, but this is uncommon. So, if you see a blue gemstone with pyrite in it, you can be 90% sure that it is indeed turquoise. Now, a quick clarification. More than 99.9% of all turquoise in the market is what we call stabilized. This does not make a gemstone less valuable. Stabilization prevents the gemstone from easily fracturing when jewelers cut it, making the stone stronger overall, so asking to only buy non-stabilized turquoise is a bit silly and unrealistic. Also, sometimes miners or companies do dye real turquoise pieces to enhance their blue color, so not every piece in jewelry with signs of dyeing is dyed howlite or dyed magnesite. As a final note, I recommend asking the seller where the turquoise came from. Valid sellers should be able to tell you which town and mine the stones were mined in. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you would like to request a specific video, please leave a comment below.